Gemaakt. En hij is een van de gasten die straks zal optreden in de Veronica muziekveiling. Cafés Jan Hogenstein deed voor het optreden een interview met hem. En zijn eerste vraag aan Brian was hoe hij het nou vond om alle liedjes tegenwoordig zelf te moeten zingen.
Yeah, I grew into it gradually because, I mean, I've always sung a bit anyway, and even on Queen albums, you know, there's been some songs that I sang. But normally, as time went on, we had such an amazing singer in Freddie. It was always a good idea to give it to him because he would give it something new, something special, you know. But for this album, it was going to be a solo album and it was going to be personal. And in writing a song for someone else to sing, you always lose something. You gain something because you have a wonderful singer, but you lose that personal inflection which actually says what the song means, you know. That's happened a lot. Freddie is in quite a lot of things, really, in different ways. I don't like to talk. Sometimes it's hard to talk about it because it gets too specific, you know. So if I say this, remember that the songs are all meant to be in one theme, but they come from different places. That's how life is, you know. So, for instance, well, the most direct would be, the most direct connection is Nothing But Blue. And I wrote Nothing But Blue to a backing track which Cozy had, as a matter of fact. But I wrote it the night before Freddie died, and I had this strong feeling that it was just about to happen. So I wrote the song around what I felt about that. But even in the midst of that, you know, as a songwriter, I don't know if I'm a songwriter, but as a person, I'm thinking about his life, and I'm thinking about how I feel losing him. I'm thinking about what my life means. And again, it relates to my theme, you know, it relates to how, you know, how did Freddie see this? You know, how did he see his way out of the black spots? Because Freddie also had some very dark spots, you know. And I thought, you know, what you learn from Freddie is this incredible sort of way of brushing things aside, you know. If he couldn't solve a problem, he'd say, fuck it, I don't even want to think about it. I'm off here, you know, I'm off in this direction. He would wrench himself out and forward, you know. So that's the feeling that I got, and that's what I try to put in that song, you know. I'm very sad, but there's still this feeling that I'm going to get through somehow, you know. Also Resurrection, you know, I was doing Resurrection all through that last period when Freddie was going downhill fairly rapidly. And I thought, you know, his body's going to go downhill, but his spirit is getting stronger and stronger. And so I really enjoyed Resurrection, and it taught me such a lot, you know, it brought me up. And I think that's the high point of the album, really. You know, Too Much Love Will Kill You is perhaps the blackest, you know, there's very little hope in that song. But in Resurrection, it's all like, okay, there's crap here, everything's terrible, there's wreckage, but I'm up, I'm off on my way, you know. So that's the thing.
I have to ask this question, what is the future of Queen at this moment? Is there a future of Queen?
I think the only future is the past, really. I think there's a great future for the Queen material, and I hope that it will always live in some form, but I don't think we can go out and be Queen anymore. It doesn't make sense. Without Freddie, there isn't a band, really. I mean, we always said that. If any one of us disappeared, then we said that Queen wouldn't exist anymore. And that's how I feel about it. I think I'm very proud of what we did. I'm very proud of the material, very proud of Freddie and of what we did together. But everything has a beginning and a middle and an end, and this is the end point.